I can honestly say that I am proud to come from, a history of domestic workers, because what else was available to an uneducated Black woman in the 50s and 60s and early 70s. And my mother, my grandmother actually expected that that's what I would become. I've told that story of my grandmother saying, you better watch me now, because one day you're going to have to learn how to do this for yourself. She was hanging up clothes, and I knew that is not going to be my life. But my grandmother had no greater expectation for my life than that I would become a domestic worker.
And so that's, Oprah, what fascinates me. So the experience you saw of your grandmother was being a domestic worker, of your mother. Where was it that you saw something that was bigger than that led that girl to become this woman?
Well, when I got into my father, the notion of what you could be changed, but it didn't grow to extend to the idea that I could be anything other than a teacher, which I always thought I was going to be a teacher not because of Mr. Abrams, but because of my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Duncan.
Miss Duncan, who, by the way, was on when you had Mr. Abrams on the show. Miss Duncan was there too.
I know, that was
it was so good.
So Ms. Duncan was my fourth grade teacher, who not only did she, I don't know if she believed in me, but she certainly recognized that I had something going on for myself. And because of Mrs. Duncan, I always wanted to be a fourth grade teacher. I really had wanted to be an actress, but my father said, no daughter of mine that's not going to happen. Forget that. Because Hollywood is casting couches, and forget that. That is not going to happen to a daughter of mine. So I had just decided to give up on that dream. And then there's this, fateful moment that I'm in the Miss Fire Prevention contest.
Oh, yes.
That fateful moment.
Oh, yes.
And I had never thought about what I would be other than a teacher. I thought, well, I will major in speech and drama, and I will teach theater, because I can't be in the theater. I will teach theater. And it was my 16-year-old self that had turned on the Today Show that morning, and I saw Barbara Walters. And when I was in the midst of this contest being asked a question about what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? All the other answers had been taken. There'd already been two girls that said they wanted to be teachers. So I really was trying to think of searching. What can a woman do? What can I say a woman can do?
Barbara Walters.
And I said I wanted to be a journalist and tell stories in order to help people to see their lives differently. I don't know. I channel that answer. And so seeing a Barbara Walters, and, I remember also when I was in Baltimore, and I already started my career in television, and I had said to an agent that I had in Baltimore that I just wanted to have my tape submitted. David, would you please submit my tape to Good Morning America, so that I could substitute for Joan London?
Wow.
And this agent said to me, I'm not going to even do that, because they've already got a Black person. I go, no, they don't. They really don't. And he said, well, they've got Bryant Gumbel on NBC. I go, but he's on Channel 4. He's on NBC. They go, well, there's only going to be one. And so he would not submit my tape.